Hey, thanks for checking out another live video streamed interview. It's a vidcast with yourlocalnote.com. Tonight's featured band is Beyond Eden. We'll be talking with them in just a couple minutes. Also want to remind you we're streaming 24/7. We've got the concert calendar so you can see where your favorite bands are playing in the area. Don't forget our newsletter. Just send us an email at contact@yourlocalnote.com and we'll send it out to you. Plus, we've got free apps. You can download them for free at the respective stores. Just type in YLN. All right, coming up next, we'll be talking with Beyond Eden. Right now, we're going to start things off with their song Rosebud War right here on yourlocalnote.com.
Didn't matter if I was alive, you'd already killed me. You already killed me. Just an empty shell, I'd survive, but nothing could fill me. No, nothing could fill me. The rain poured down, the smothered sound of my screaming still kept me awake somehow. I don't know how. You were so proud to break me down. I won't have my head hanging low. When all you gave was pain, I had the strength to let you go. Catch my breath, take my time. When love is laced with fear, it stings and feels more like a crime. And my tears fall no more. How good it feels to close the door. This rosebud war. I remember all of those times you tried to subdue me. You beat me and bruised me. Such a tragic way to survive the evil you hide. It always confused me. Your pain did fail. It hit you well. No one could see your true monster inside. The lies you tell were crafted well. Now they see you're just an imposter, and my head won't hang low. When all you gave was pain, I had the strength to let you go. Catch my breath, take my time. When love is laced with fear, it stings, feels more like a crime, and my tears fall no more. How good it feels to close the door. This rosebud war. Catch my breath, take my time. Best thing I have ever done is leaving you behind. No more pain, no more rain. Break the chain across the battle line, and my head never low. When all you gave was pain, I had the strength to let you go. Catch my breath, take my time. When love is laced with fear, it stings and feels more like a crime, and my tears fall no more. How good it feels to close the door on this rosebud war. Rosebud war.
The song is called Rosebud War, and the band is Beyond Eden. This is from their EP, self-titled, that is coming out at the end of June. So we welcome Beyond Eden, guys and gal. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, real quickly, let's go down the line here. Introduce yourselves and what you do with the band. We'll start with you, Mark. Truk?
Yes.
Truk?
Yes, Truk it is.
Okay, Truk it
I'm
is.
Truk. I play drums, and, that's my job.
I'm Brian. I do lead guitar.
Travis, I play bass.
Can you get a little closer?
Travis, I play bass.
Thank you.
And I am Phoenix. I am the lead singer. And
All
I
right.
play piano.
Very cool. All right. How did the band get together?
I found these guys on the side of a road. And, no. The band actually was formed with prior members in 2010.
Okay.
And we went our separate ways. And basically, we ended up here with these guys.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like, to this lineup, there's been member changes.
Okay.
You know, this is Jen's baby. I mean, she's their primary.
All right.
Or Phoenix.
Phoenix, yes.
Primary,
Fine.
you know, songwriter stuff is her dream and her idea.
Okay. So who was with the original lineup?
Me.
Okay, just you?
Yep.
And then who came next?
Travis.
Okay. And how did you find Travis?
It's a funny story, actually. I did a show.
That's why we wanted you to tell this.
Yeah, I did a show a long time ago at a benefit show for, I believe it was I've done a lot of benefit shows, but I did a benefit show at a place in Allentown, and we had the School of Rock come
Okay.
and play, and Travis works at the School of Rock.
Nice.
So do I, obviously.
Oh, very good.
But we had the band come and play, the elite band from the school, which is called the Bank Street Band.
Mm-hmm.
And you can look them up at eastonsor.com.
Okay, so it's the School of Rock in Easton.
Yes, it's School of
'cause
Rock in Easton.
We actually had the School of Rock from Fort Washington.
Yeah.
They came in. They featured a
That's
couple of
so cool.
their bands.
I love it. The kids are awesome. I mean, honestly, it's probably one of the best music programs nationwide out there that you can put your kid into. So.
And we actually also had a band that graduated from the School of Rock.
I mean,
And
there's
they-
a lot of our students at the national level that move on to huge bands and
Yeah.
have huge, just play in front of thousands of people every night.
Right,
It's awesome.
right.
So anyways, we did a show, and I was looking for a bass player because I was going through the lineup change. Mm-hmm. And he came out and auditioned and was awesome, and we, hit it off, and he's like his own little machine. He's great.
Okay. And he's very talkative, I can see.
Yeah, no.
Who followed Travis?
Mark.
Truck.
Yes.
Truck.
You can call me either.
Mark or Truck, you answer
Yes.
to a lot of different names.
Yes,
Oh,
I
he
do.
answers to anything I call him.
So, okay, Truck, how did you join this band? Where did you see them, and how did they approach you?
It was pretty simple. A local award show in the area. Mm-hmm. I was introduced to them by a friend of mine who had a college radio show.
Okay.
Ted.
And
We love Ted.
and then I came out to see them, and I was really enthralled with them, and I wanted to work with them, and she had a show to do, so I played the show, and then I actually was kind of weird, because I remember this, I asked them if I can join, because at first I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to join this band.
Okay.
Because I come from
Well, we were
a
like
way
that too. We were like, we don't know if we would want him.
a way different background.
You
And-
grew on us.
But then I'd seen them play, and I was just really impressed.
Okay.
There was a lot of musicality, and there's a lot of talent there.
Yep.
And I thought I could really contribute something to this band,
Very good.
and I felt comfortable. It was great, and I actually like her voice.
Okay. Yeah, her voice is not bad,
incredible.
right?
It's all right.
No, it is. It's a great
Thank you.
It's a
Thank
great
you.
voice. It does.
See what I have to deal with?
I know. I understand. And then Brandon, you were the final piece to this
Yes.
puzzle.
Yeah,
He's-
I'm fresh.
Okay.
He's
3 months. That's
Oh,
it.
really?
3 months,
And
yeah.
how did you get involved with the band?
I don't have a pretty story. It was just Craigslist.
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 You know what? I am dumbfounded that we found this guy on Craigslist because honestly, I've been in a lot of bands, and I've done a lot of different things over the years, solo projects. I was in a rap group. I was like,
You rapped?
Yeah.
Wow.
One sentence and one song. So it's on CD Baby. You can go and look for it.
Okay.
But I was in all kinds of stuff, and I did a lot of musical theater growing up. So
Okay.
I love every kind of music. I do
Okay.
opera, trained professionally for years with vocal teachers and choir and school and elite choir and this and that. So we did a lot of stuff over the years with theater. Me and my dad and my mom too. Mm-hmm. And when I found this guy on Craigslist, I was like, holy crap, because he came in. He knew all of our songs.
Oh, really?
We didn't have to tell him nothing.
Okay.
We were all like, do we even want to bother auditioning anybody else?
Really?
Because honestly, we could have gone out that day and played a show with him. That's how
were
good
you
he
following
is.
the band, or you just looked up their music? And
Honestly?
No.
because it sounds a
He
little
came in, he goes, oh, I don't know him. He comes in, he goes, I don't know the songs. I have to apologize in advance. And we were like, really? You don't know the songs? Because you just played it like lick for lick. Like,
So did you just listen to their songs and picked it up from there?
I learned it by ear. Yeah, I tend to
Really?
prepare.
I really hate people who play it by ear.
No,
I hate myself.
That's that's such a great talent because and Mike hears this story all the time.
It's quite rare, though, for someone to actually come in for an audition and actually know the stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a bunch of BS most of the time. And like, oh, I didn't get a chance to listen to it.
Right.
And like right there, like he came in totally prepared. And I was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, he was like, I vote yes right away.
Yeah, right.
So
was
you
like,
blew
yeah,
the
I vote
band
yes,
away.
Yeah, I had the audition. I don't know what kind of night it was. Probably like a Tuesday, maybe.
I don't know what day it was. I forget.
But I auditioned.
I
Maybe
think it was a
around
Sunday. It was a Sunday, yeah.
So you just picked up the guitar and basically taught yourself how to play?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, that's good. I took 8 years of lessons just to be a bad guitar
Oh, you
player.
mean like previously?
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
I had like one teacher before that.
One teacher, yeah. I had 8 years, and I'm awful.
Well, you also have like a degree in like you're going for music engineering
yeah.
and
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's
so
like-
you're getting into recording and stuff like that. We're going to talk about that then in a little bit. Let's talk about the song Rosebud War. Phoenix, what is that song about?
It's about domestic violence, and it's really I wrote this song for I wrote this song for a friend of mine, Gloria. It kind of came up. We were talking about she runs a domestic violence organization.
Okay,
and I've had a little bit of experience with that, and I just felt like I needed to write the song. When I get an idea in my head, it was literally, it's on our website. It was like, I forget, like 2:00 in the morning, something.
Right.
And I was in bed and I was watching War of the Roses.
Okay.
The movie?
Yes.
And for those of you who don't know, you should check it out. But great movie, great. And I just got this tune in my head,
And then you just started from there.
And I just started writing, and I literally was writing in the dark with no lights because I knew that if I didn't write this down right this second,
Right.
I grabbed whatever was in reach. If I didn't write it down, I was going to lose it. So
Okay.
I wrote it down and worked on it the next day, and it was pretty much written.
Okay, the songwriting process then, do you handle most of it, lyrics and music, or is it something where you come up with an idea, bring it to the band, and then you guys hash it out
Well, we
from
do
there?
it several different ways. I mean, we're now with him on board. It's great because he's bringing like music. Like he started playing this riff the other day at practice, and we just wrote a whole new song around it.
Okay.
And I was
And
like, oh my
just
God, that will go
one
with
practice?
something that I wrote already.
Okay.
That I was kind of like thinking I would do this other rhythm for, but then I heard that and I was like, I can change it. It'll fit. And
It fit.
And it fit. It's really good. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Now, do you have the words to the song, or right now it's just the...
Yes, the words are done. All the words are done. Right now it's called Fight Song.
Okay.
And anybody that knows me, it's
Okay, is it going to be on the EP that's going to come out?
I
in the end of
wish.
June?
I really wish, but I don't think it's going to be
Okay.
ready in time.
That's too bad.
You catch it live though.
But you can
okay.
catch it live.
Songs do take a while to develop.
They
from
do.
their infancy. It's great, and you're all excited about it first, but by the time it's recorded and done,
Right.
it's a different song.
So do you have the EP all recorded now, and it's just on to the mixing and mastering stage?
Pretty much.
Okay.
We're working on one more song with our producer David Ivory.
Okay.
Of Flexitone Records. Plug.
Great people at Flexitone. We love them.
Yeah, they're awesome. We're working on that right now, and Dave is very involved in the writing process as well. Like
good.
I'll come in and I'll have something, and he'll go, "Oh no, we're changing that line." Or we're
really?
adding the
And
totally rips my stuff apart, and I want to die. But
I was just about to ask.
but then I get over it, and I realize he's right. You're right, Dave. You're right.
So you have a good enough relationship with him that you have no issue with him taking apart your music.
There's always an issue because you know what? It's like it's your child.
Yes.
But I think it takes for songwriters and. Any other songwriters that are listening to this know exactly what I'm talking about. When you're writing a song, it becomes your child. It becomes a part of who you are. It's a part of your self-expression. And when somebody goes, oh, you know what? I don't really like that. Or you need to change it. Or it's not right. You're like, you get offended. You can't help that. It's just part of the songwriting process. But you got to
that's
realize,
what you get a producer for, not
Yes.
an engineer. If you want to record your song,
because you
get an
can't put
engineer.
every thought down on paper. You
Right.
have to make it so
If
that
you want-
people can
If you want a song
relate to it.
develop with somebody, you know what? You need a producer because you need someone's opinion from the outside looking in at your song
Yep.
because you're too much in love with it for them to lead you in the right
And
direction.
you know what? It's not that they rip it apart, but they say, okay, you know what? You already said this. You don't need to say it again. Let's move on to a different
It's a fresh
subject.
pair of ears.
Exactly. So it's really good to have that. And I'm so glad that I have him working with us because he's phenomenal at what he does. He really is. So even though I might not like it at first when he says that I should change something, I do.
But that's got to be tough for you because you seem to originate most of the songs. Then you bring it to the band and they sort of tweak and play with it. And now you bring it to someone else and then they may even
Right.
make more changes.
Right. I mean, it's something that you have to kind of like you have to do it. You got to suck it up and do
Okay.
it. And it's not about you. It's about what's good for the song.
Okay.
So, I mean, and you want your message to come across, but you also want to tell a clear story that doesn't...
Check the ego out the door then,
Yeah,
right?
you do. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And so most of the time after you hear the changes, you feel better about it. You
Yeah.
admit that, okay,
And-
these were good changes.
Yep, absolutely. It's always good to have that. If you don't have that, you'll end up writing the same song over and over and over again.
Okay.
You know?
Very cool. All right, let's go to song number 2. We'll play it, we'll come back, and we'll talk about that. And then we'll continue talking about the recording process of your EP. The song is called Out of My Way. We're hanging out with Phoenix, Travis, Truk, and Brandon, and they are known as Beyond Eden. This is yourlocalnote.com.
So sick of everybody talking about me. You're so quick to open up your mouth about me. You lose lips, that's sinking your ship. Got my mind turned up, now listen, take a tip, honey. You said we never be a headliner. You said we never make it in the genre. I got news for you and your crew. Got my mind made up and now I'm breaking your groove, honey. I've heard rumors not supposed to rock it. It's absurd, there's nothing you can do to stop it. You raise the line, we're going for broke. Smashing through your scene and tearing down your rope. Hey, get out of my way. I'm just a brown-headed chick with a lot to say.
The song is called Out of My Way. The band is Beyond Eden. It's from their self-titled EP. That is, their target date is to have it out by the end of June. Sounding really good. Phoenix, let's start with you. Out of My Way. What is this song about?
Oh, wow.
Is this another...
This song is about...
Is there a little anger with this song?
Yes. This song is about being a woman and being in this industry and being in this business and in this genre also. Because I think a lot of women in the rock genre aren't taken seriously and they aren't...
I'm glad I'm sitting down when you're saying that. I'm shocked.
yeah. Well, you know what? They aren't taken seriously. They're like,
It's a boys' club. It's a boys' club.
Yeah, it's a boys' club. It totally is. So it's really hard as a woman to make it, and just as a woman in general and anywhere. You know what I mean? I think that there's a lot of issues and drama, and people not taking it seriously.
Well, you feel
and I got kind of sick of that, so that's why I wrote it.
Okay, you feel you have to work a lot harder than maybe guys.
Yes, and you have to make sure that you are more talented too, because you've got to make sure that you have the guts and the ambition and the drive, and it's got to be tenfold what any man.
Do you feel then that you also have to walk a fine line with being aggressive and persistent and then not being labeled a bitch?
Or a whore.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
You know what I mean? Like, because there's a fine line too. Because a lot of it's really difficult where there's this line where like you don't get it's a stigma of like. Women, they need to be sexy. They need to have their boobs hanging out. They need to. Am I allowed to say that? Oh man,
no, you're not.
But
no, it's too late. No, stop it.
See, but even right there, for a second, I was like, "Oh my God, should I be saying this?"
Right,
like, yeah,
right.
You should. What the heck's the matter with you? But but that's what that song is about. It's about all those feelings and what everybody. And literally, I've had everything that's in the song happen.
Now, are you the type of a songwriter then that needs to experience something that you're writing about, or can you take an idea and write a story around that, or is it a little bit of both?
I've always been a songwriter that experiences the things that I write about. I've never written a song that I haven't experienced myself or someone in my family or a friend or someone has experienced. It's always something personal.
Okay. And how do you guys deal with that, knowing that these are personal songs for her? Is this something that makes it a challenge how you approach it because it's a personal endeavor, or is it something?
No, I mean for a drummer, no. I try to treat every song with. I want to make it the best I can be.
Okay.
And
so the rhythm section just goes along.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay. Brandon?
Well, I mean, I write my own stuff too, and I write on emotion, like how I'm feeling.
Okay, so you relate to what she does?
I do. I don't write words, but I write the music.
Okay.
And it follows what goes on in here and here.
Right.
So I get that, and I try to support her.
So you have the respect of the process that she goes through.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Phoenix, now you mentioned before that you just have a wide range, that you even are classically trained?
Yeah.
What then, how did you gravitate towards rock?
It kind of happened by accident and not by accident. It was very strange. I started writing my own music shortly after my brother-in-law died in 2004. And it was a very stressful time. And the first song I wrote was a ballad, of course. And but it was very personal for me. And then I wrote a song about the anger of all that.
Okay.
And of the situation that happened, and it was a rock song. And I just kind of like knew right then and there that that's kind of like
you felt more comfortable
what
there?
I wanted to do. I didn't want to like sing show tunes for the rest of my life.
Okay.
I mean, I love show tunes. Don't get me. I'll sing them all over the place.
Okay.
But you name a show tune, I can sing it for you.
No, okay.
I can sing any show tune.
Okay.
Rodgers and Hammerstein all the way. But yeah,
Can we cut that out? No, I'm kidding.
but it also it lends to the songwriting process.
Sure.
And I think that I just kind of like fell into it. A guy approached me, a friend of mine. I was in a cover band at the time. I had done some acoustic stuff, and I had done some. Yes, I'm not in a cover band anymore, and
Yeah,
I'm not in that cover band anymore.
But cover bands are a necessary evil sometimes because you got to bring in money.
Evil.
They're
No,
evil.
evil. What you're doing here is necessary. Cover bands are evil. I'm sorry.
Don't say that word in front of him.
Okay, I
That's
understand.
why
I'm sorry.
I'm in love with your program because this is all about
Original music.
Right, yes.
So, anyways, I was in a unmentionable band before, and somebody came up to me at that show and literally was like, "You want to be the singer in my new band?"
Nice.
I'm like, "Oh, really? Do I?
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. I don't even know you. You don't even know my name, but you want to be the singer in my new band." So
Well,
that's kind of
obviously
how
he was impressed.
Yeah, that's kind of how Beyond Eden started, and it was just. From there, we did rock, and they were all the guys that had originally formed the band with me were all rock influenced. My dad, I grew up listening to Leonard Skinner and Styx.
Okay, and your family performs, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is the family business.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah.
To a certain-
Yeah,
to a certain
absolutely. For
extent.
generations. For generations.
Were they disappointed you went into rock, or they're happy with your music?
No, I think my dad is a drummer, and
Okay.
he's a rock drummer. I mean,
Okay, so
I
he's
grew up
cool.
listening to Alice Cooper. And
Does he ever give you tips on songs that you've written?
No.
Would you ever listen to him?
No.
I would.
I'd listen. I'd smile and nod. Okay, Dad. Yep.
Yeah, just to placate him
Yeah,
and say,
sure.
okay, thanks,
Yeah,
okay.
you're right.
Yeah, go
No.
away.
Yeah.
Very nice. Do you ever use other musical influences when you're writing your music?
Absolutely. I use a lot of R&B and hip hop. I think.
To diffuse
I mean, you
into
can
what
kind
you're
of hear
doing.
it in Out of My Way. You can
Okay.
kind of hear it. It's a very, it's more of a verse. It's more of a spoken,
Okay.
rappy kind of like song. And it's. I love that mixing the two. It's
Okay.
a lot of fun, and I think it's totally me because I'm a mix of everything.
You know, I want to jump in. This is what makes this band really unique to me and why I like it. The influences of all the different people. As you can clearly see, we're from all different backgrounds.
Okay.
We're all different
What's your
genres.
influences, Truk?
What's my, besides me?
Besides, yes. I've never heard anyone say my influence is me. This is a first.
That's Truk.
Yes.
So your influence is Truk.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
is
And Beyond
me,
Eden.
metal background
Okay.
for a long time.
The only cover band he will be in is a Beyond Eden cover band.
Yes.
You said that.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So it's metal.
Yeah, but you know, that's not what, like, per se what I listen to anymore or whatever. I mean, I've been doing this for a while. I mean,
You probably listen. I mean, all musicians listen to all different types of
Yes.
music. I've never run into a musician. They may not like all types of
I
music.
won't admit to some of the music I listen
Okay.
to because it'll really, like, this blow the whole mystique of Truk.
Okay. So your secret about listening
Barbra
to Miley
Streisand.
Cyrus is safe with us. Okay. No Miley Cyrus.
No,
Can I tell you
I
something?
really
Poor
don't.
Miley. Poor Miley. Wrecking Ball is an awesome song. It's just too bad she has to ruin it. You know?
She's
It really is a good
she's
song.
over PRing it.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really just sad because I think that girl legitimately with
Has talent?
all the crap she does. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get back to influences. We've had the sidebar about defending Miley Cyrus. That's good.
I just think, like where there's all the different players is
Okay.
really cool.
All right. Then Brandon, influences.
Favorite guitarist is Slash.
Okay.
So he influences my playing style for sure. And then there's some weird stuff too, like Danny Elfman. Yeah.
Okay,
score
yep,
composer.
yep.
He's all the weird
Oingo
stuff.
Boingo is his original band.
Yes, that's very true.
Okay. So then he went into scoring music.
Yeah. And then, I mean, there's all kinds of rock bands I like too, like Avenged Sevenfold. Mm-hmm. They're very cool with the dueling guitars and, just stuff like that. Just like really high energy.
Okay.
And I can really bang my head to.
Okay. Travis.
I've done mostly classic rock stuff.
Okay.
But I've done, funk and jazz and Motown stuff.
Okay, so there's just a wide influence with this band, and so then you welcome what she brings to the table as far as the different styles. Sometimes she infuses into what you guys
I
do.
love the R&B roots that she has. I think that's what really, with like the minor tunings, and it's like some pretty evil music going on, and with her vocal.
Evil meaning good.
Yeah, like
Okay,
as
not
in,
like evil meaning
no,
cover
like
bands.
The sound. Yes, exactly. You're gold star.
I'm not as dumb as I look. I know. Okay, let's talk about the producing of the EP and the process and working. We talked a little bit about David Ivory. how experienced are you in producing music? I mean, Phoenix, have you done several albums before?
When I first started this, we used to record out of a Rubbermaid container. Okay, we had no clue. In the hip hop, when I was in the hip hop group in 2004, guy had a Rubbermaid container with a microphone in it, and you know what? It was the most horrible thing you could possibly imagine. But it actually didn't sound that bad, which we would always joke we should tell Rubbermaid.
Yes.
That this is what we use their buckets
get them to
for.
sponsor. Yeah. That's cool.
But we had no idea. We had no idea that there was an actual, that it wasn't that easy, that you couldn't do that. No clue.
Did you record?
And I still have no clue.
Did you record with tracks, or did you record as a full band?
With tracks.
So
yeah. With tracks.
Vocals
so it was
were different from the rhythm.
Yeah, he would make the beats on the Manny, my friend Manny. He would make the beats on his computer, and then he'd load them up, and they were cool, man. We had a lot of really
I'm
cool
talking about
beats.
the recording of this EP.
Oh, with this EP?
Yes.
Oh, well, I was still talking about when we started. David Ivory does not record out of Rubbermaid containers. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but when I first started, but now recording with Dave in a legit studio, it's a whole different world. I mean, I've done a couple things at the School of Rock. Used to have a studio. We recorded there. And they were legitimate studios, but this is big league, He's got all the toys you could imagine, all the amps and bells and whistles that you could possibly, and the way it sounds, there's a huge difference. And anybody out there who is on the fence is going to go out and spend $200 to record your CD, you're making a huge mistake. You're making a huge, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you just mentioned it's about money, and there's some bands who want to get songs out there because it's important. That's part of how you promote yourself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So it's that.
If you're going to do something live, that's perfectly understandable. Right. But if you're going to do something legitimately and you want to make it and you want to market this to stores, to record companies, to this, to that, you need to make sure that you have a product that is 100% presentable, that any mainstream radio station in the country would hear it and go, wow, that's a good recording.
Brandon, you are studying audio recording. Studied. Okay, sorry. Studied. So this must have been a great experience for you because you're looking at it at two different ways. One, as a musician, but then two, as something that you eventually want to do yourself.
Yeah, Dave's probably the most genius person I've ever met in this kind of industry, the recording industry.
Right.
He's crazy. The way he records is definitely different from what I do, and it's cool to learn from him. But my roots are actually from Philly.
Okay.
The studio I learned at was Crystal Clear.
Okay.
On Delaware Avenue. Shout out to Joey.
Nice.
But that's where I learned, and I graduated from there from a program called the Recording Connection. And I actually produce out of there right now for my client, Daryl.
Oh, okay. So you're doing, this is a side project then for you, doing recording and stuff like that.
I do a lot of things.
Okay. Well, you have to.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Truk, I'm sure you've been involved in recording throughout your career?
Yes.
Okay, so was this I mean, you've done it before, you come into this, is this, are there things that you see that you learned?
Yeah, I'm always learning. I mean, I've done a lot of albums with Dave.
Okay.
I've done a lot of session work with Dave. I mean, other bands,
But when it's not your band, it's different, isn't it? When it's not your band?
Yeah, that's different. I love what he brings out of this band.
Okay.
That's really, it's amazing.
And that's
that's one of the, I mean, because when I heard the band originally, I'm thinking to myself, the potential for this band is going to be incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's something, it's different, and I don't want to be like a sound-alike band.
Sure.
Or you get your B and your C copy versions of the popular band. I want to be that first band with the sound that everyone emulates. And we have something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And,
but he brings that out.
Yes.
He does. He really does. I mean, we go in and he'll make... Okay, play the guitar part this way, play your piano part this way, we're going to add strings here, we're going to do this and give it a lift at the end. And he just adds things that you'd never even, and even the tiniest little detail, a little tiny string part, it's one note, it's deep. And when it's in there, you're like, what are you talking about? You're like, what?
But then when you hear it.
And then when you hear it, it's like, oh, that's what you meant. Okay.
The oh wow moment.
Yes, absolutely. So we're always learning.
Travis, your experiences with recording, is this your first, or have you recorded in studios
pretty much.
before?
I mean, I did a little bit in the School of Rock studio when we had one there. Other than that, not too much experience.
So this was a brand new experience for you. So you basically sat back and just watched everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Travis killed it. Travis can play whatever you want when you want. And there's just like, just play this, and he plays it. And it's so awesome. Oh, and on a note too, what is it, Out of My Way and Snake Pit are just demos of the songs we will be recording.
Okay,
they're not the ones that
those are
actually
demo versions. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, they're not done by Dave.
Right.
He will thank me for saying that.
But they still sound good.
Yeah, but
And so
He doesn't want to say they sound good because I mixed the one. God forbid. God forbid.
Well, you can see the difference. I mean,
And you saw him look at me right before he went.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's okay. I forgive you.
Well, no, I just don't want someone's name on a product that they didn't do.
It sounds good, but we're looking forward to the final version.
Absolutely. Oh my God, it's going to be so cool.
Excellent. Okay, let's go to song number 3. We just mentioned it, Snake Pit.
My favorite.
Let's play this, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Okay. The song is called Snake Pit. It's from the band Beyond Eden. As we're hanging out with them tonight on yourlocalnote.com. The song is called Snake Pit. It's from the band Beyond Eden, and they've got an EP, self-titled EP, coming out at the end of June. Will be on there. Phoenix, we'll start with you. Snake Pit?
Snake Pit, yes.
Okay. I listened to this song. I saw the video. I would say there's a little anger in this one, too. A little? A tad?
Yeah.
You were angry about some people?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I can't really,
You don't want to elaborate on it.
No, but
it's
you know
something
what?
where
It's general. Everybody experiences this, though.
I was just about to say.
This is not something that's just unique to me.
Right.
This is a problem that everybody has.
People who don't
There's
believe in you, who
snakes in everyone's life.
they want to put you down. Mm-hmm. And if you're doing well, they'll come up with a reason why.
Absolutely.
And all that stuff.
And Snake Pit was kind of like my way to kind of like make fun of all that too, because in the song I say, "Welcome to Snake Pit. We're raising the stakes with our fascist ways are sure to blow your mind."
Is it a little therapeutic too?
It is. It's so therapeutic. You get to sing what you can't say sometimes.
Okay.
And it's therapy, definitely.
Do you guys feel the same way? That it can be therapy with some of her songs?
Yes. I'm waiting for the rock opera Truck. It's coming sooner or later.
The rock opera Truck. I mean, it just rolls off your tongue.
Yes.
He has his own theme song and everything.
No,
Does he really?
But I mean for therapy for her because
His name is
she's
John.
going to write about you.
He'll give a rare.
Because I'm just torn aside all the time.
But a good thorn because you're challenging her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, he's going
Yes.
with that. I just threw that out
That's-
there.
yeah.
No.
I'm throwing you a lifeline,
I'm
Truck.
100% supportive of her. I really believe in her songwriting capability.
No, he does.
And her
He's
talent.
good. They're very good. I'm very lucky and fortunate to work with a group of guys that I know you want to talk really bad, right?
You just can't shut him up, can you? I mean, it's just Travis. It's all about Travis, Travis.
I'm glad that I work with this group of guys here because it's good to work with competent people who know what they're doing, and they're really all very good
Well,
musicians.
there's obviously a comfort level, and chemistry, which I
mean,
think...
Chuck is okay, but
chemistry, I think when you're working in a band, I think people underestimate how important chemistry is.
yeah, it is. It absolutely is. We all get along pretty well when we're not screaming at each other.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I'm like the babysitter here.
No, you're not.
I kind of am.
Should we give you the striped shirt?
They're
that's
never real
vertical and the
arguments.
whistle?
They're just like, hey.
The point counterpoint arguments that are useless.
We could be
I will
leaders of every debate team.
But
We could.
I have a feeling Truck needs to have the last word.
Well, Truck is right, or he wouldn't even open. He would have said, "Yes, okay, I fully agree."
Okay.
Truck also talks about himself in the third person.
I was going to say, yeah,
A lot.
I see that.
It's I have to.
He's going to drop the U in his name pretty soon because it's all about him.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That's what the TRK is. That's
It's
So
TRK.
no more you.
No more you. It's all about me.
It's all about
Why
me.
don't you just change your name to Trick? So there's an I there.
Then I'd call him Trixie.
That's okay.
That would fit.
I like Truck, though.
Okay.
It's easy to spell. And I already got my logo made, so we don't need to go in.
There you go. I understand. Very cool. All right, let's talk about where you guys are. Well, let's before we get to it. If someone has not seen you play, describe a Beyond Eden show.
A Beyond Eden show is very emotional for
right.
me because every song is angry. No, but a Beyond Eden show is it's just a lot of really good rock, a lot of good rock music.
It's loud.
It's very loud. We are very loud. We're a loud band because of him.
Because of Truck.
Yeah, he plays very
I'm
loud.
going to jump in on this.
What?
That's shocking. That's shocking.
No, I'll describe the show.
Okay, you describe the show then.
Come out and see me play. It's awesome.
Yeah, we need. Okay, pretty much. We've discussed this. This is what we're gonna do in the
Small
future.
rooms are not friendly. For
No,
me.
they're not. He really is one of the most dynamic drummers I've ever worked with. I mean, he really is his own show. We could put him in front and all of the rest of us in the back, and you'd still get as much of a show as you'd probably get. You'd probably be like. The whole time and a lot of people are. They're like, yo, they come up to us. Your drummer's awesome, man. I'm like, don't tell him that. Don't tell.
I'm not that full of myself, but it's just like I go kind of like a little bit bazootsy when I start.
Bazootsy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, like the only thing I
I've never heard that word.
Bazootsy.
just made it up.
Spell it. No, I'm kidding.
I have no
That's
idea.
a truckism.
It is a truckism.
Drummers can say stuff, but they can't spell it.
I understand.
Got that?
Drummers can do a lot of things.
Yes.
Yes.
No, but we
understand.
have definitely a dynamic show. And now with this added element of Brendan, it's like we have a really good show.
It's very
Yeah.
high energy.
And we're still developing our show too. Very high energy. We're still always thinking of new ways to do. We're working on. We're going to be working on 2 new songs. We got,
And do the songs? I mean, do you stray from the way the songs are recorded? Do you?
Yeah, we definitely do. And we're working in, a lot of audience participation stuff.
Okay.
Especially with this new song that we're writing. So,
Okay.
It's definitely not going to be performed the way it's recorded.
Audience is very important to
Yeah.
your show.
Yeah.
You feed off the energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Having a good crowd there, is great.
Okay.
I mean, we still play the same whether there's 5 people
I
in the room.
understand, but
or 500.
I think it's just natural. Every band would, and any musician would tell you that, if you're feeling the energy from the crowd, it just gets you more amped up and stuff. I think that's only natural.
Yeah, it's like a train that won't stop. Like, for instance, our first 3 songs are right after another. Like, I have to change guitars,
Right.
the 3 times, and we were playing a show at the Funhouse in Southside Bethlehem, and right after the first song, I dropped my pick. I did not have time to pick up another one.
Okay.
So I played the next song
Without a
with my
pick?
fingers.
Nice.
It sounded good.
Good.
So-
Good.
You
All
did
right.
good. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay. Let's talk about where you guys can be seen playing.
We have a show coming up that's very important. It's actually at the end of this month. It's a benefit show. It's called We Rock
Okay.
for Autism.
All right.
And it's a show that Matt Metal has put together. He's a local radio personality from up where we
In
we
the
are.
Lehigh Valley,
Yeah.
up in the Allentown area.
And he puts together this show every year. It's like a fundraiser for autism, and we're kicking it off.
This is the
It's gonna be
breast
fun.
cancer one. He does.
Oh, this is the breast
autism.
cancer?
Yes. And
I
we're
thought it
doing
was the
breast
other one.
No, that one.
You set the show up.
so he
that's
does
what
2. He does one for breast cancer and one for autism.
Yes, and we'll be doing the
and
one
this one is breast cancer.
Breast
yes.
cancer.
And
Okay.
it's,
Sorry
it's
about
rock
that.
bands, and the other one for the autism is a little more like blues, acoustic stuff. Yeah, but this is like the big thing. It's going to be at the main gate. It's by Allentown.
Yep, main gate.
Yeah, right in
Very
the
familiar with the main
fairgrounds.
gate.
Yeah.
Spent
And
some
there's
Friday
a lot
nights
of,
there.
great bands on the bill.
$5
Yeah.
pictures of kamikazes. Oh, that's when I was there
Yeah,
a
that
long time
had to be
ago.
a long time.
Yeah, it was a long time
Yeah.
ago. Thanks for pointing it out, Truk. Appreciate that.
Well, I know
But no,
that.
this show's
So,
gonna be great.
what does that say about me?
Yeah. Okay, so that show is May 31st, and
We're kicking it off at
What
2.
is it called again?
We Rock.
We Rock, and if people Google We Rock, they can find out all the information about this.
Very
Yeah.
well should. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Other shows?
Right now we have June 21st at the Wooden Match, and July in Bethlehem. And July we're doing something else in Bethlehem. We're working on our May and June bookings here.
You're trying to come down into Philly too, right?
I've got a couple potential things going on in June. May's kind of hard because we have School of Rock shows. Me
Yep.
and Travis both work at the School of Rock.
Right.
So every Friday and Saturday,
You're
every
there.
weekend, we have a show with our performance group. So it's kind of, and he's there all the time. I'm only going to be there one day, but
And you'll let us know when you're in the Philly area.
Absolutely.
So we can put it up on the site.
so June and on, we're going to be in Philly.
that what
I'm
you-
working on something at Cafe Live in Delaware soon. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll go through Gina.
Okay. Nice.
Shout out to Gina and Go Girls.
Okay.
See, I promote GoGirls.com. Check that out.
Okay. I think we had Gina's with, what's their band called again? Prima Donnas.
Yes.
Yes, we had them in here a couple years ago.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes, they are.
They are really awesome.
Yeah.
And they do. She's working on getting the chapter more active now.
Yep.
So we're gonna be
Yeah.
doing a lot of stuff. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Great people. We loved having them in here.
Yeah, I mean, but we just got him in the band.
Right.
We're just finishing learning up.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the sets. Yeah, but my personal goal, I want to play all the time.
Plus,
Okay.
we're recording, so it's kind of
Yes.
hard.
Sure.
We don't have a
All
lot
right.
of time.
So if anybody wants to contact us, you can contact us. If there's any listeners out there.
Mm-hmm.
We will-
Thanks.
Yeah.
If there's any.
Yes.
There, of course.
No, who have a room to book.
Oh.
And there's,
I'm
and
sorry.
there's
There's any
viewers,
listeners
too.
out there who have a room to book.
Viewers.
Yes.
And
People who are
viewers. Oh my
watching.
gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. You forgot
forgot
about
about
the cameras
that,
there,
huh?
Truck.
No, I didn't. I've been watching. If you
Yeah, every
watch the
5 seconds he's
playback,
like,
you'll see.
All right. Where can people find your music? Give us the social media stuff. I know
right
we got it underneath, but you can
We're
also...
on Facebook. You can check us out on Facebook.com/Beyond Eden Rocks. We're on Twitter, Beyond Eden 10. 10. We're on Instagram as Beyond Eden. And our website right now is experiencing problems. I just got word from my domain person. So
Okay.
I was like, did I pay it? I was like, yes, I did. It's down for maintenance.
So it's them.
Score.
Okay, so it's what is the website address then? That will be up soon.
www.beyondedenrocks.com.
Excellent. Everything is on there. All right, we really appreciate you hanging out with us. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And the next time, though, can you just quiet Travis down?
Yeah, we will.
All right, let's talk about the last song before we head out of here. Hush.
Hush. Hush is our second song that we recorded in the studio with David Ivory. It is going to be on our EP. It is about being able to overcome obstacles in your life and not listen to other people and what they say about you, or people who try to
hold you back,
ruin your life.
Ruin your life. Okay.
Yeah, this is a theme here.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, it's a song about that, and it's about being able to continue to go on.
A lot of your music is about just picking yourself up and being persistent in your goals in life and stuff like that. All right.
I'm good at that. That's why my name is Phoenix.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Thank you so much for hanging with us. It was great talking to you.
Thank you.
Just want to remind everyone, tomorrow night we've got another live Vidcast interview. It's with Ben Kessler, who also is a person who went to the School of Rock locally here at Fort Washington. Hey. So we'll have him on tomorrow night. We've got another Vidcast next Monday. The current Vidcast is The Williams Boys, so you can check that out. Of course, we've got a place to see where you can see your favorite bands where they're playing. It's our concert calendar, and we got a whole bunch of other stuff, streaming, interviews, news. It's all happening on yourlocalnote.com. Wrapping everything up with Beyond Eden. We've been hanging with them. They did a great job, and thank you so much. Check out their new EP, which is coming out at the end of June. It's a self-titled EP, and we're wrapping things up with a song called Hush on yourlocalnote.com.